It's like 90, was 98 outside today, high. Las Vegas is cooling down. Tomorrow probably going to be 92. I have a weird filter on my face. I don't know. It was called Soft. Soft. Okay. So, right after I did that other live stream, there was one that popped into my head of these worst restaurants that happened to me, you know, and I couldn't share it because I didn't have the photo. And then I remembered some more stuff, and I need to fix one. I messed up on a donut place. So, I don't know. Like I said, I never seen these people that served me. I don't know their names. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like the people having a bad day or whatever, but I remember the one, I want to talk about that one time in Sunset in the El Dorado Cantina one. The one on Sunset off of 215. Let me make sure I got sound. I want to talk about that one again, because there was more to that story that that happened. Hold on, I'm going to make sure the sound is on right. So, the reason why... Let me check the sound. Sound. Okay. Okay, I haven't been feeling well, but, you know, God's taking care of me. So, I think the reason why we weren't served by that one chick, if you saw the first video, was because we were the only Asians there. Like, I'm half... Like in Hawaii, we call it hapa. Like I'm half Hawaiian, but I'm not Hawaiian. But I'm half Asian, and I'm half Caucasian, white and Asian. So I'm half white and half Vietnamese, right? So I was just thinking, this location in the last video, I knew that we were the only Asians sitting at the bar. And there was no Asians anywhere else in the whole place. There was nobody there at all. So that was the last video, if you saw it. Hi, thanks for joining, everybody. So I also need to make a correction on the donut place on election day. Yeah. So that was what I remembered about El Dorado Cantina on Sunset in 215. So, I'm not saying, you know, be careful. I'm not saying that it's every location and everybody who works there. I'm just saying it was the worst service I've ever had before in an El Dorado Cantina. And that was my first time and my last time because, I don't know. I just got sick of it, you know. You pay good money, you work hard, you know. You don't get treated right, you don't want to go back. Because what's the point, you know? I'll go to some other place, some other location. So I need to fix this mistake. The last live stream, I said it was Dunkin' Donuts on accident about election day when I went. I'll tell the story again. Take two. It was Pink Box in Henderson, on Eastern, across from Starbucks on Eastern. Okay. And let me tell the story again. Okay, I did my research. There's a whole video on it, a small video. I did my research. They said they were going to give away this election day free donut. Okay. That's what they said. If you bring your I voted sticker, if you vote, they would do it, that they would give you a free donut. Now, I could care less if I'm going to get a free donut or if I'm not going to get a free donut. But since they were giving it away, why not? Why not go get the donut? Because I had, voted, right? So I actually parked. I didn't go through the drive-thru. I walked in. I was the only one there, and it was 2 chicks and someone in the back, which was a manager or a supervisor that I found out later. They were nice, these 2 girls. What can I help you with? They had a lot of donuts out. I didn't see any... I didn't see any red, white, and blue ones, or blue ones, or red ones. You know what I'm saying? Because it was election day. So I told them, I saw on the news and on social media that you guys are, I didn't video this, that you guys were going to be giving away a donut to people who voted. So she didn't hear about it. So she goes and looks at her coworker. Her coworker hadn't heard about it. So the supervisor's like waving them. They go and talk to the supervisor, and I hear like the phone is ringing, the phone is ringing, the phone is ringing. It was weird. And so the supervisor or manager, whoever she was, didn't know anything about it. We're not giving any away. They weren't rude, but it was weird, right? It was so weird. So that's what happened. It was pink box donuts. Pink box donuts. And, I didn't feel embarrassed. I just felt like, wow, that's awkward. Like, I felt stupid, but I didn't care. You know what I mean? But I did say, I wouldn't bother walking into a place, honestly, and asking for something free. But have a good day. I hope you guys get a whole bunch of people asking. That's what I said. I wasn't being rude, but I was in a hurry. I had to get going. I was in a hurry. And then, so it wasn't Dunkin' Donuts. I've never actually had trouble at any Dunkin' Donuts. And I don't really go very often. And if you look at my YouTube photo for this channel, I have a pumpkin spice donut up to my lips like I'm going to kiss it. Because I went to Krispy Kreme right after. And they gave me a free election day donut and a pumpkin spice donut. And I was going to buy it. But they gave it to me for free. Both of them. I said, are you sure I was going to buy this pumpkin spice donut? And he goes, no, you can have it for free. Thanks for coming by. I was like, wow. It's like I just got the donut that I didn't get, which I don't really, it's just like. So that was really nice of them at Krispy Kreme by Target. Yeah, that was very nice. And then you'll see the other, Okay, here's a story. Okay, this is in Las Vegas. If you pass the fabulous Las Vegas sign, you go to Town Square, right? And Town Square is south, way past Mandalay Bay, way past Bali High Golf Course, to the right. And it's right off Sunset, and Las Vegas Boulevard is called Town Square. This California Pizza Kitchen location. I'm not saying it's every CPK, as they call it. I'm not saying, whatever. I don't know these people that treated me weird. I don't know what happened. So here's what happened. Okay, well, let me rewind. I was there once with a really good friend and another person. And we were three girls eating. Everything was out on the tables. Nobody busted. Nobody was clearing these tables out on the outside of the CPK. And we were kind of like, do we really want to sit out here? And then there was like pigeons. But anyway, they also, I remember what happened. I didn't trust what I was seeing, so I ordered a pizza, barbecue chicken pizza, and they ordered salad, and their salad was like pure salad dressing, and they weren't happy about it, and I think they had to send it back. And I didn't eat salad. Sometimes I have trouble with salad, especially if it's going to be, I don't know. Salad doesn't do well in my system. I can have pieces of salads, deconstructed salad without salad, if that makes any sense. Like I can have the tomato and the celery and the cucumbers and carrots and the stuff you put in a salad. But yeah. Anyway, I go to this CPK alone. I think I was on my way to somewhere and I needed to get something. And I don't remember where I was going. But anyway, it's Town Square CPK. I walk in. There's a whole bunch of tables empty. There's probably 3 tables. There's about a couple sitting at a table, 4 guys sitting at a table, somebody sitting at the bar. And the hostess, there was a couple seated, waiting to be seated. And it looked like 5 people outside waiting to be seated. And then I walk in and I was alone. I don't know what it is about restaurants. They can't stand it when you're alone. They want to put you at the freaking damn bar. I hate sitting at a bar and eating. It's like so uncomfortable and you're in like a high chair and I don't care for it. I don't like it. They always want to put single people up on a bar. I don't know why. Looks like what are you doing? Sparing every table you have in here where there's only like 3 tables full of people. You know what I mean? Come on, right? So, I didn't have a reservation. They don't take reservations. I don't know. And she goes, okay, it'll be about a 15-minute wait. And I'm like, okay, well, that's awkward because all these tables are available. So she goes and she seats, like, somebody else comes and seats those people, the family of 5, on the other side of the restaurant. And the couple gets seated, and I'm still sitting there. Waiting. And I'm not pouting or pissed off. I'm fine. Everything's chill. I'm chill. Just hungry, right? And I go, and it was like 20 minutes pass. Linda, Paria 1. Okay, Linda, Paria 1. I'm the only one standing there. So she goes and she seats me. Now this is like a booth right up near where people get seated. Like right where you walk in, like a busy entry and exit area. And I look down and there's crumbs all underneath the table. And I'm wearing like sandals, and I'm thinking, So I'm trying to put my foot up on like, how there's like a dome around the bottom of the, table so that I have my feet up on something because it was crumbs everywhere under the table. And then here comes somebody sweeping around, and I'm sitting there and nobody comes and gives me attention to me you want something to drink? What can I get for you? Hi, welcome to CPK. What can I get for you? We have specials. I don't care what you say, just something. Think like it was weird. So I flagged somebody down. I was like, hi. And they're passing by me because I'm right in this, highly trafficked area, right? And finally, this chick comes up to me. Her hair is so pulled back, I'm thinking that freaking video from, she has red lipstick and her hair's pulled back so tight, man. What is that freaking video from MTV where they have all the same hair? And then I see another chick, same kind of hair, red lipstick. What is that? Is it Robert Plant? Not Robert Plant. I can't think right now. The video where all the girls are black-haired or brunette with their hair pulled back with red lipstick, super red lipstick. I don't know. They all look the same almost. And I'm thinking, okay, whatever. And she asked me if I want something to drink. So I think I got water and a lemonade. Well, the lemonade wasn't good. So I said, oh, this lemonade is weird. I'll bring you a different one. Okay. So I said, oh, I'm ready to order. So I ordered, I don't remember what kind of pizza. It wasn't a barbecue, California pizza, kitchen barbecue chicken pizza. And I don't remember what it was. I think it was like the one that has all the meat and all. It's like comparable to a Supreme pizza, okay? And this must have been about 2.5 years ago, so that's why I'm struggling about it. But I remember distinctly what happened because it had so much vegetables on it and stuff. I wanted it to be like thin crust pizza, and I wanted the vegetables to be, well done. You know what I mean? I just remembered another place. Okay, I'll remember to share it this time. And so I go and order it. So they bring it back, and it was like flat, like a really flat and soggy. So I waved him down. I go, the pizza, I wanted to make sure it's like extra well done and crispy, right? But this is all soggy. This is soggy. Oh, well, let me bring it back to the cook. So she brings it back to the cook. They bring it back. It was burnt. The whole thing on the bottom, all around the crust was burnt. Oh, there was another thing. Anyway, let me get going. I'm all like, woo, I remember. So the guy comes out. The so-called guy, I don't know if he cooked it or if what his problem was, but he served me. I never seen him before. I don't know what his problem was. That's not burnt. That's well done, like you said. I go, this is black. Black all the way around. You think I'm going to eat this? No. I forgot to leave this out. I left this out. Rewind. It's hard to do stuff live when you don't feel well. Okay, I wanted the bread with balsamic vinegar and olive oil. They didn't know what I was talking about. I said, well, I like to dip the bread that you give me in the olive oil and the balsamic vinegar. Well, I guess we could come up with something like that. You mean like the balsamic vinegar salad dressing? No, like actual balsamic vinegar. Oh, so she comes back and it's like, it was like, you know that, oh, it's like vinegar that's red. It's not balsamic vinegar. It was red vinegar. Like red wine vinegar, but not balsamic vinegar. There's a big difference. Do you know what balsamic vinegar is? And you dip it in your bread with olive oil. Let me show you. I have some. Let me show you. It's the best thing you could ever do if you've never done this before. Obviously, they didn't know what I was talking about. Let me see. Hold on. Okay. It's this. Balsamic vinegar. It's like red vinegar. And you mix it with olive oil. And you dip bread in it. It is the best thing you could ever. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, I said, well, that's not balsamic vinegar, but thanks for trying. So I get the bread that they gave me and I start dipping it in the olive oil. Let me tell you something. That olive oil was rancid. There's a difference between extra virgin and virgin, a bitter type of olive oil. No, I don't know where they got it from. I don't know if they used it to cook and then strained it, because that's what it tastes like. Because I use a lot of olive oil. It tasted like they used the olive oil to cook. And then they strained it in case there was pieces. And then they gave it to me. So yeah, it was so bad that I didn't even drink the lemonade that she brought back. I didn't touch it. Finally, I said, you know, I don't even want to ask for a manager. I'm just going to tell you flat out. Don't even bring me the check. Because none of this was enjoyable. And the guy was arguing with me about, he actually wanted to argue about the pizza, that it wasn't burnt. It was black. I know the difference. I've seen bubbly pizza with black little toasty little things on it before. You know, that bubbles. But this was thin crust, totally burned pizza that he gave me. And he wanted to argue about it, that I was wrong. He actually wanted to tell me I was wrong. I said, I'm not paying for anything. Don't charge me and don't call the police because I didn't do anything wrong. I don't like how you guys treated me tonight. I've never, been treated this way at a California Pizza Kitchen. I've been to several of them. As soon as you guys even became a freaking restaurant back in the day, this is the worst service I've ever had, okay? And I don't want any of this food you gave me. And when I told you that olive oil is rancid and you didn't believe me, and I told you the lemonade was horrible and you didn't believe me, like they didn't trust me, like I was making up crap. That was at Town Square at CPK. So I don't know what happened. Never will go back to that one. All the other ones are fine. I never had any trouble with anything. No. Town Square, Las Vegas. So, while we're on... Oh, I just don't have the photo. Okay, it's usually a very good place. It's called Blaze Pizza, but it's across from Costco in Henderson, not the one on Mark Street. So I went to Blaze Pizza and I was alone. I ordered the pizza, but I put like a whole bunch of like stuff like artichoke, Parmesan cheese, bell peppers that were roasted, mushrooms, whatever their Italian sausage is called, pepperoni, spinach, some other type of cheese that, you know, the white cheese, like mozzarella, but ricotta or something. And there was a whole bunch of stuff on there. Olives, because you can stack it up, right? So, and I got it like on the original crust. Because, you know, you walk in there and it's like Subway, but it's not a Subway. The most locations I've never had trouble, and I really like Blaze Pizza. But this time, so I get home, and I had one piece, and it wasn't settling well, like something was wrong. And I'm looking at it, and I go, maybe I'll just put it in the refrigerator so something doesn't feel good. You know, like my stomach started like, right away, my tummy was like, And so that's never happened to me before. So then later I went and I put the pizza in my oven, my little convention mini oven, and I put like 2 pieces and I ate it later in the evening. And I don't know why I did it. I should have just thrown it out. I don't know. I thought it was my stomach from something else. I wasn't sure. Well, the next day, what do you think happened? I was vomiting. It was like food poisoning. Vomiting. I was sick. I had diarrhea. So I threw out the pizza. I only had 3 pieces. You know, little pieces like probably this big. It's like a triangle, you know. That was Blaze. Okay. Are you ready for the next one? This one is crazy. This one right here. So crazy. I couldn't believe it. There's different locations, but this is a different kind of bakery. It's a French bakery on Horizon Ridge in Henderson. And it's called something du Val or something. I'm saying it wrong. Oh my God. It's all blurry. It's in Henderson. It's very popular. And it's on Horizon Ridge. It's not the one in Southern Highlands. That one's awesome. It's not that one. It's the one on Horizon Ridge. So I go, and what is it called? Le Souk or Lavouk? You know what I'm talking about. Oh my God. Sorry, I can't even see because I haven't been back there after the problem when it used to be good. It used to be good. So I go up and, there was a long line. It was crazy weird. All these tables were full of people, and inside there was full of people. So I decided I was just going to take whatever I wanted to go. And I was on my way somewhere, and I didn't want to sit and eat. I just wanted something, because I had coffee already. Something I could have with coffee. So I ordered 3 bayonets and a baguette. And I took it to go. They put it to go. I go do my errands. and I get home, and I had no idea. The baguette was rock hard. We're talking very hard as a rock bread. It was not fresh. It was bad. I mean, and I don't know, maybe I should really be careful. Maybe I should be really careful. And maybe I should be really careful because I should be checking my orders and looking at it for quality. But why? I was in a hurry. I wasn't in a rush, and I wasn't in a big hurry, but I needed to go because I was doing stuff that day, And, when you only have 2 days off and whatever, I couldn't do it. So I get home, and I couldn't believe it. The bayonets, they were frozen. Frozen. Couldn't believe it. So I called them. I said, hi, this morning, now it's around, I think it was around 11. I said, this morning, I came by there and I ordered a baguette and 3 bayonets. They're like mini donuts with a filling in the middle. And they're usually, like donuts kind of, but they're different. They're more like a different kind of donut, kind of pastry sort of thing, French thing. And so I go and call them. Someone goes, just bring the receipt and come back. I said, okay, tomorrow I'll be back there. And I said, I just want a refund. I don't want anything else, just a refund. So I go after talking to the person on the phone. I go, and there was a really long line. And I see this one guy, he's running around, and there's a whole bunch of wait staff. And I don't know what's going on. It's like chaotic. It was a very chaotic morning there. And it was busy again, very busy again. This time it's like Sunday morning, because that was Saturday morning. And this was Sunday morning. So I go and I have my receipt. And I talked to the lady. I stood in line for, oh my God, the line was like 12 minutes. It had to be 12 minutes. Because I said, I need to talk to somebody about a refund. And I called yesterday about it, the problem. And she goes, oh, you'll have to talk to the cashier. So I finally get up to the cashier, and she wants to know what I'd like to order. And I go, no, I'm calling because I need a refund. So I'm not happy with what happened. So she goes, oh, well, you have to talk to the manager. I go, okay, well, I already called yesterday about this. And, the stuff was thrown out at home. I didn't even touch it. I threw it out at home. They didn't tell me to bring it back. She goes, oh, you have to wait. And so I'm watching this guy, and he's serving everybody outside and inside. But he has servers standing behind the cashier. And it was really chaotic. And then he comes up to the, they have like this weird, they don't let anybody sit there. It's like a raised countertop with granite or something, marble. And I'm standing there waiting for the manager. Now about 20 minutes have passed. And I could see him running around, but I don't know what's going on. So I go up to the register and I go, you know what? It's been 20 minutes. Is that him? Is that the manager? So he runs up to me because she's flagging him down. And he looks at the receipt and he doesn't say anything. He already knows the story. And he tells the girl to grab another baguette and get 3 more bayonets. I go, no, excuse me. I don't want anything. I'm so disgusted about how I was served and what you gave me already. I don't want any. Don't give me any. I just want a refund, please. I've been standing here waiting for you. I watched you run around me with food. I know you're busy. You're running in and out of this place, but you've been ignoring me, and I don't like how you're treating me. And he goes, you have to bring everything back if you're not satisfied. I go, where does it say that? When I called, nobody said that. You know what I did? I ripped up the receipt. I said, I don't need your refund. I don't come back here. I won't come back here ever again. He goes, you're not supposed to be demanding refunds, and you're not supposed to be coming back here complaining about my food. I go, well, I'm complaining about you. And everybody was like, oh, they got angry because I guess everybody who's sitting there was already waiting too long for their food. And he's the only one running around. And he's ignoring me. And for 20 minutes I stood there. I couldn't believe I had so much patience. He treated me badly, and those people are like, how could you do that? She just told you the problem. People were upset, and I walked out. I said, Lord, never again, because what are you going to do to the baguette you're going to give me and the bayonets that were frozen already? I'm already disgusted. You know, I don't understand. You bite into it. It was frozen. I'd even done an errand. That means it was frozen. I was so angry. I hate being treated like that, but other people stood up for me, and I just let it rip. I left. Let them yell at him. They were sick of waiting. I don't know why he was the only one running around serving everybody when you got everybody else. They're wearing their aprons. Several of them. Unless he just wants all their tips. I have no idea. Dude was nuts. I don't remember his name. You know, this had to be 3 to 4 years ago, right? But I'm telling you, there's one in Southern Highlands that's awesome. Don't get them confused. They're totally different from each other. So, yeah, I can't even make out the name. It's, what is it? Duval or something. It used to be very good. I used to be able to just go and chill. But it's kind of like that manager was just running around on purpose, like trying to say I'm trying to do something wrong. Dude, I don't want your food if it's rock hard baguettes. You're a French freaking bakery. I didn't tell him off like that, but I'm telling you, if you're a French bakery and you can't serve somebody a fresh baguette, a French bread baguette, and you can't get it right, I mean, what is up with that, right? Anyway. I hope this stuff never happens to you and you don't get sick and you don't get diarrhea and all that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Anyway, enough already. Enough. You know, this is how I am. If you do me wrong and I give you the chance to at least say something nice or kind or be kind, they just don't. Some of them just don't do it. They want to argue like you're causing trouble when they're the troublemaker. But thanks for watching. Be blessed. Happy eating wherever you are. I hope you find good places to eat. Good places that you'll be happy with, that you could keep returning to. Right? Keep your notifications on and stuff like that, because you never know when I'm going to go live. And thanks for subscribing. If you've never subscribed, just do it. It's free. What's the point of having YouTube without subscribing? It's free. Thanks for watching. Be blessed. Bye.